Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and I wasn't really paying attention to the. I was praying and meditating and working on. I just got finished pre-shuffling and blessing the area. Please pardon my hair. I was still in the midst of me trying to get myself together, drinking orange juice. Got to get that sacral chakra, balance. All right, so today's reading is just going to be about your morning inspiration for the divine feminine or for the high priestess. I'm being led to focus on the feminine energy, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to inspire you, uh, high priestess, and um, I am also a high priestess as well. And there are different rules and regulations and standards that we have to abide by, which is that's acceptable. That's highly recommendable. I mean, because if you really look at it, you can't think and do things the same way as if the old you used to do, because you have elevated spiritually to the point to where it just wouldn't make sense. The energies doesn't match up at all, and you need to be up with people that are on the same spiritual level as you, because at the same time in the Bible it does say that brethren are supposed to come together. It does not matter what race or religion, we all are serving God. So therefore there's no divination there. There's no cutting. Any cutting that's going to be due is going to be done through the divine. But we are to encourage each other, our sisters, our brethren, through Christ, and speak and feed each other with knowledge of different experiences that we have went through during our spiritual awakenings and our spiritual elevations. Okay, so I have a 4 card spread, and this is a feminine. Yeah, this is the concerning the main female. Okay, now in the past, this main female. All right, I'm not going to read it that way. I'm going to read it this way. So, the first morning inspiration card for the Divine Feminine, I'm reading it from my Divine Energy Oracle deck, okay? And it's the first card is Have Faith. All right, so the divine is actually letting you know that if you continue to walk and think and speak and do, you have to have faith, even if it's blinded faith. If you can't see this journey that's happening for you right now, there are things being done behind the scenes that may not be to your insight. You might want to know what's going on, but then have faith, because the divine does not lead you in dark holes. Things that are being hidden from you is for a season, and that's for a purpose. If you was to know everything coming to you, therefore there would be no reason for you to prep for it. You would know how to deal with it, right? So sometimes in these lessons that we learn from the divine, he sets it up as if, I restore your faith in me in the beginning, okay? And then I show you ways on how to improve yourself and build your faith. And then there's going to be a time where I take 2 steps back and I watch you. It's just like a newborn baby. I have to do everything for you, to show you, to implicate what needs to be done to give you that nutrients and that alignment, that grace, that love, that humanity, that humility. You know what I'm saying? I have to teach you the right proper way. And when you start to walk or start to crawl, that is when I take away something, and what has been downloaded into you is what I want you to show me the right way on how to use that. So it's just like, God is teaching you how to walk, how to use your your gifts gracefully, how to use your go about things in a different, more peaceful manner, but still staying in that female energy of being gracious, at taking the lead over your life, having faith of letting go, breathe. Okay, first of all, stop, because whatever you're trying to control is not meant for you to control. You let the divine do that for you. Okay, because obviously he's giving you multiple chances, and you have ran into the wall. plenty of times. Okay, so it's just best to just let the divine lead the whole situation in your life, because it's less stressful. Yes, you do deal with stress, but it's a different type of stress when you are being led by the divine. You don't look it. Okay, and you could have went through something for 3 years back to back. You don't look it, because he teaches you how to take care of yourself in the midst of you going through your storm. That karma that needs to be stripped from you, things that need to be purged from you. You need to have faith, okay? Because he's shown himself to you, and I believe that he's shown himself to you in more than one way. All right, it's time for you to have blinded faith now. Show God what he has taught you, that you actually have the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding that he downloaded in you to move forward. Okay, and this is again him saying, have faith about your journey, about you moving forward to your new beginnings and your new maybe your new businesses. It might this is a I think this is a Cancer. Yes, this is the energy of a Cancer. You could have this in your chart, or the person that you're dealing with could have this in your chart, but obviously it's just telling you that you're going to move very fast towards your career, your new endeavors, and you need not to be crying over spilled milk. Okay, don't cry just because you can't see it. It's a surprise. Okay, but whatever God has in store for you is always meant for your highest good. It's always meant for you to elevate and learn from, so that you can get and retain more wisdom. Okay, so you get rid of the old and then you retain new. So just because you can't see it doesn't mean that your faith is not being tested right now. You're on the right path. Just stop worrying, get out of your head, because he's definitely teaching you how to be patient, and he wants you to balance yourself in the midst. Okay, so balance yourself out, stop worrying, and stand in your true emperor power. Okay, take the lead over your life, because he knows that you want these 4 cups. This is the energy clarifying for the first deck. This is the energy for the top of the deck. This is talking about your journey, your path, what your destiny, what you're supposed to do, and you're thinking about relationships. All of that is included. That should not be the main priority in your mind. Take heed, because I'm taking advice about this too. Everybody deserves love and wants love. But in order for you to have a well-balanced, healthy meal breakfast, right, you need to know every ingredient for whatever that you're being prepared for that particular person that's made just for you, okay? So however you need to think about it, go about it. But this emperor standing in his true energy, or this could be an emperor thinking extremely hard about the path that you get ready to go on, that's taking you to an exciting new beginning of having all types of people being sent to you to help improve your business, or whatever the case may be, is to build a new foundation. So, all right, now this is the main energy for the second one. Thoughts. You're still in your head. Or this man is in deep thought about your journey, just like I said. He's in deep thought about your beginnings, your new perspectives, your things that's being given to you from the divine that you worked hard for, okay? Refine your attention. Get it off of him. All right? Because believe it or not, when we are in twin flame journeys, yes, it looks like, and it could possibly be, that you could be in union at some point with your twin flame. But you have to understand, you two are born separately from 2 different people. You are being led to release, remove every spot, every wrinkle, iron it out, be whitened as snow, pure as snow. Follow the directions that the divine has for you. Get your mind off the past. Let it go, because this person is being dealt with just like you. And twins are always going to be connected. Father God connects them and disconnects them. It is his creation. Work on you, not thinking about him. You make yourself the better you of how you're supposed to be. All right? So that you can be a service to the community, be a service to your family, be a service to yourself, be a service to to the world. Change it, because you already are abundant in him. You sitting back on your throne, being just as fruitful and abundant, watching your money grow. And look, everybody goes through lies, cheating, and deception. All right. This emperor that's in deep thought about you, he knows exactly what he's doing. God is working on him. And while you're working on you, please don't think just because the Lord is revealing to you about these people that he ain't going to reveal you to you. Okay? Just because this person was being deceptive, you can't have judgment on that. Even though it's hard, it can be complicated, but you need to stand in your true power, Queen of Pentacles, and be that Queen of Swords. Stand for the truth. Stand for what you believe in. You believe in traditional weddings and marriages and unions, monogamy. God will give you that. He'll give it to you, mama. You ain't got to worry about it. He'll send somebody in. Knights do have tasks. They do come in, but this one is supposed to be led from the divine. Now, the energy from this card is a Gemini, air sign. If you look at this on his helmet, these are wings on his helmet, and this is also the armor of God. He's presenting to you his own personal cup on a white steed. Okay, somebody might have a white Porsche or a white car or pearled, whatever the case may be. He wants to come in and give you this cup of love while you're waiting for your ships to come in. Queen of Swords. All right, so think about you. Don't stand in who you are. Queen of Swords. You are a mother. You're nurturing. You know how to balance out business and pleasure. You know who to speak to and who not to speak to. You know who not to get off your throne about either, because you're standing in your truth. The sword represents truth of God, the divine. Okay? Because your pathway is leading you to be of service. Now, if we walk upright and we walk the straight and narrow, regardless of us being removed from clubbing, drinking, drugs, having sex with multiple people, doing malicious things, stealing, whatever that is the total opposite of what the divine wants you to do. He wants you to use the gifts that he's given you, all right, to bless the community, be of service, give justice and truth, tell the truth about others whether they forbear it or not. That means I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm speaking in the truth, and I'm going to stand on the truth because it's the right thing to do. It is what the divine needs us to act in and be as of. Make it a part of you. You can speak positive affirmations to people by encouraging them. Positive thinking, speaking, doing, acts. Give them positive guidance. It's an act of leadership. Okay? Drop whatever was in the past. It was an empty victory. Okay? And I understand. You don't want to deal with the conflict no more of this emperor because he was being controlling. I get it. The Lord is severing ties from you, from this empress, so that you can focus on you and become even more abundant. Because he has a career for you already. First card spread that came out under Have Faith was this. It was the Chariot. That's fast moving forward. It's nothing to fear or worry about. Just drop it. Let it go. Let it be. Take your swords of truth and you go about your business, because you are being enlightened. You are being revealed. You're being opened up to no longer being stagnant and hanging there. Okay? Because the divine got you going within. Research. Do whatever you need to diminish this, what is this? This Seven of Swords energy. Because your main objective right now is basically telling you the two energies is that you want a monogamous relationship. You want an equal give and take. You take 2 cups, I have 2 cups. I want to give this to you. I want marriage. I want a bountiful beginning. But he's telling you all you have to do is stand in your power. Stand. Don't get off your throne for nobody. You speak the truth. You give to the community and you'll have that abundance. Let that tower fall, honey. Because I'm building you a whole different foundation, a better one, and it's your wish fulfillment. So that you can sit back and be content and happy and fulfilled emotionally. He could be sending you somebody in. He could be sending you a Pisces. Somebody that's been watching you, enlightened by you. They see your hard work and they're dropping whatever that they going through. That was an empty victory for them. And you can look at this in so many ways. And by them being enlightened by you, they're researching you and watching you on the internet, possibly. But they see your pathway. They're very intrigued by it. That's why they're researching you. And you could be their wish fulfillment. Everything that they wanted in a woman. But they know that they can't come to you on some BS because guess what? The Queen of Swords will give you that tower quick. Because this main female is being taught humility. She's being taught to be humble. She's being taught to be compassionate. She's being taught not to make any judgments about people's upbringing. So that she can have a better perspective of a higher thinking, that the divine can give her more downloads of a different perspective, of learning people's energy, learning the enlightenment of their secrets and making no judgments of it, giving full understanding on why they kept secrets from their lovers, their companions, their brothers, their soulmates. This is a gift from the divine, leading straight to your pathway. You drop the old, make no judgments, change your perspective of thinking, change to take out the judgment of what this person is doing, what that person, yes, and God sees that, he knows that, but he's the one that pretty much has the victory over everything. And if you just follow that, you'll have many options on top of a gift from the universe. It will be no more illusions that you're in. You'll have options for you to finally be connected to your emperor. Okay? And all you got to do is just take the lead. Okay? Take the lead. This is the final energy for this read. Take the lead. Pray and meditate and go within. Oh, snaps. Because the divine, you see this crown? He wants to give you more downloads in your crown chakra. More truth. All right? More revealing. He wants to give that to you. Make it a habit of get out of that misery, imprisonment, self-imprisonment thinking. Because that's an illusion. You getting caught up in somebody that had, a difficult time. But you're the one that's being told to make the change. Take the lead. And again, this is clarified. Hermit. Research. Go within. Do what you need to. Become this mature woman that you are spiritually, so I can give you this main male. Okay? Because he's concerned. He's watching you. And he feels like he's in the cold. He's probably worried sick. But he sees this thief. He sees what's going on. You may not know because the divine is protecting you from it. But there's somebody that might want to come in and tell you what's going on and what they see. Somebody's going to give you clarity about something. This Piscean who was watching you and researching you about this emperor, Aries. These secrets. But then that's when the divine wants to see if you're going to use your betterment of judgment and see if you're going to use Well, if you coming to me and I don't know you or I haven't spoken to you in so long and you've been researching me and I'm your wish fulfillment and all this other stuff, what is your intentions on telling me about somebody that I already know about? What is your true intentions? Are you here to give me clarity or are you here to put me in more confusion? What role do you play? Start asking these serious questions about these people coming into your life that's coming back around. You need to know which ones to eliminate. And by that, you have to have better judgment. Think with this and your heart at the same time. And it does not require tears and all that overly emotional stuff. You ain't got to go through all of that. You've been through that already. The Lord said, do not give mixed words. What you said in the beginning, you stick to it. Your mind frame and how you speak is what changes. But truth is always going to be truth. So if you want love and you want this union and you want to stand in your power, you got to let that tower fall so that you can get your new emperor. Okay? That's all it's saying. Because that energy that he was giving to you, the first one, that's all he was thinking about was blocking you from being on your... He in deep thought about your journey. I wonder what she doing, who she gonna be hooked up with. If I could just hurry up in time, I can block her. I can stop her, sidetrack her. Because I don't want her to leave me. Well, it's too late for that. Because whatever is in store for you that the divine has for you is going to be for you. Okay? And can't nobody take that away from you. Don't ever get caught up in somebody saying hurtful stuff to you. Because 9 times out of 10, if they saying hurtful stuff to you, it's a reflection of themselves that they don't want to face. And they rather hurt other people because misery loves company. But you don't have to take on that type of energy. The Lord is telling you, you can elevate from that to where these people try to manipulate you, and they did it so many times to the point to where it's not that you're immune to it, but you recognize the spirit of it. It won't work because you have looked at things from a different perspective, a more higher perspective, from the divine, from God, Yahweh, Yahshua, Father God, in the name of Jesus. Okay? King of Kings and Lord of Lords, over all, who would not steer you in the wrong direction and see to it that you get the clarity and justice and truth. And all he's asking you to do is just let him lead you out of the turmoil. And you sitting there moping about somebody that did you wrong. Everybody has been done wrong, but please believe me, baby, it's always somebody out there that's in a worse situation than you. Somebody could have been there's situations to where there's females that's scared to leave. They get shot by their lovers. They get beat, raped, abandoned, pillaged, taken advantage of, rolled over, left behind, everything you can think of. And yet they find strength when they get tired of being sick and tired. And sometimes the divine say, no, you too precious for this. I can't let this go on any further. I got to let this tower fall in order for you to move forward. Because I need you to love yourself first. Who's going to love you better? Who's going to take care of you better other than the divine? And there is no man. You should not put so much faith in a person, place, or thing over God. And he'll tell you, I am a jealous God. Okay? So if you call yourself, you can't say that you love me and then you love man. That means that you are a false person. You only love God. God will give and bring love to you through the acts of loving oneself and giving it to the community with nothing in return of asking for anything in return, because it's not for you. It is from the divine using you as a vessel to give out his love. Never take credit for what God is giving you, but be very appreciative every single time, because gratitude, patience, love, kindness, compassion, humbling yourself, and humility takes you a long way. All right? So if that resonated with anyone, I am glad it would. If you have any questions, I don't have anything set up as far. I'm still in the process of trying to get this set up. But I'm being led to still give out information. I'm being led to still give guidance. I'm being led to still give justice and truth and clarity. And I'm not looking for proceeds for material gain. I am doing this for spiritual elevation, also to give people clarity and truth and guidance, that no one deserves to be led in the dark. And if the Lord uses me, however, if it's speaking through me, if it's through cards, if it's through messages, if it's through song, I am open to everything, because I am his vessel and I'm willing to do that. So if it resonated with you, good. If it did not resonate with you, that's still fine. Take what did and leave the rest. Or it might be a story for someone else. But till then, like, share, subscribe, and God bless.